If you want to have some tea close by, coffee, candles going, whatever works for you to allow that reflective space, you can just tune in to your body. So from here, again, finding a seated position, have a notebook close by and a pen. Relax the shoulders. Big inhale through the mouth, through the nose. Side out. Good. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Sigh it out. You can let your eyes fall closed here. Just get checked in. Release the shoulders down. Leaning back against the spine. Then adding just a little bit of movement to the breath here on an inhale. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, roll forward, getting a stretch through the thoracic spine. Inhale, peel the shoulders back, scapulas coming towards each other. Exhale, rolling forward. Inhale, peel back, nice and tall. Exhale, roll forward, creating that hollow body, stretching through the spine. Go ahead, take 3 more on your own count here. Just slow and controlled. Checking in. And then coming back to center. Nice job. From here, go ahead and open up your notebook. And I want you to start with just a quick 2-minute check-in. And you're just going to write until that time is up. And the focus for right now is going to be, how do you feel in your body? Are there any places of stiffness, general ick, or things feeling loose, good to go, ready? So head to toe, little check-in. Where are you feeling areas of tension? Go ahead and take your time. Just start writing. We'll go for 2 minutes. Good, you're about halfway there. Start to wrap up. Final thoughts on that. Your last couple sentences down. Could be just the last couple words. Don't force it. Just free flow. Good. Nice job. Go ahead, put your pen down. From here, legs out in front. Take a big inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, just as far as you can go. Remember, we're not trying to force anything here. So keeping your back flat, decreasing the distance between chest and thighs as far as you can go. If you're able to reach your toes, go ahead and grab them. on an exhale here, bring your left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Sitting up nice and tall. Right hand will come to the inside, just right about at the knee. Walk that hand out, left arm up and over. Take lateral bend going just as far as you can. Continuing to breathe. Good control. Good. And on an exhale, releasing that bend, dropping your left hand down, right hand from the belly button reaches up and over, lift. Okay, big inhale here. On your exhale, slow and controlled, release the hip down. Good. Other side, left leg extends, right foot comes in, square up as you need to. From here, left hand will come to the inside of the left leg. Right arm reaches up and over, take the extension. You're gonna stretch to the right side. Going just as far as you can. Okay, deep breath in. On your exhale, release your right hand down to the right hip, left hand from the belly button, lifting the hip up, reaching over, extending, getting so tall. Big inhale here. On your exhale, slow release, good control. Hand comes back to belly button. Relax, both legs out in front. Inhale, arms up and over. Exhale, take your forward fold. Again, coming just as far as you can. If you're starting your day here, everything might be just a little bit tight, so give yourself some grace. Every exhale is an opportunity to go just a little further. A big inhale here. On your exhale, let it go. Sweep the legs around. Finding your tabletop position, so shoulder directly over the wrist, hip over the knee. From here, extend your right leg out, toes to the ground, foot is flexed, keeping a straight line from top of the head down to the tailbone. Energy out the heel. Big inhale. On your exhale, bring knee up to elbow. Good. Take the extension. Your exhale, knee to elbow. Extend it out. On your exhale, knee to elbow. And release back down to the mat. Good. Finding your strong tabletop position. Left leg this time extend. Find your balance point. Good straight line. Stand parallel to the ground. On your exhale, knee to elbow. Take the extension. Exhale, knee to elbow. Good. Again. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more time, leg comes out. And exhale, release the knee to the mat. Press back to a child's pose. Forehead to the floor. Forearms to the ground. Hips to heels. And then tiptoe the fingers just a little further forward. Getting a stretch through the shoulders. And sit the hips back just a little further. So we're kind of getting a press and pull situation. Really elongating everything. If your forehead doesn't quite reach the mat, you can use blocks, or you can always put one fist right on top of the other. Good. Deep breath in. Your exhale coming forward. Bring the legs around to the side. From here, feet are going to be about hip width apart. Dropping both knees to the right side. Right foot will be on top of the left thigh here, just in front of it. And relax, keeping the left hip towards the mat. From here, we're going to do a little emotion check-in, okay? So how are you feeling outside the body? Are we overwhelmed? Are we happy, elated, a little stressed, a little bit of everything? Do a check-in for yourself. How are you feeling right now? Okay, we'll take about 2 minutes. It's okay to be feeling combinations of emotions. If you're like, I'm excited, but I'm also overwhelmed, that's okay. Just take note of it, get it on paper. And as you do that, start to identify where that is coming from. Was there a specific thing that came up recently that brought that emotion forward? Okay, we're about halfway there. What I'm going to ask you to do is pick up your notebook, come back to center with the knees, shift to the left side, continue right. This is a good place to release any concerns you have in the upcoming week. Identify some obstacles that may trigger an emotion. Wrapping that up, get your last few words down. Good. Coming back up to center. Rotating over to the right one more time. This time, taking a fold over that right leg. We'll stay here for just a few breaths. Good. Pressing away on the right side. Just come up to center. Dropping to the left. Take your fold to the left side over the left thigh. And pressing up. Nice job. From here, sweep the legs around, find your tabletop position again. Curl the toes underneath, pressing up, hips to the sky, heels to the ground. Go ahead and pedal out the feet. Walk your dog here. And then releasing both heels to the ground, pressing through the palms. Okay, big inhale, heels rise up. And exhale, bend the knees to the belly, either tiptoe or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale for halfway lift to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up, rise up. Exhale, release them down to the side. Good. From here, inhale, sweep the arms up, hands meet at prayer. Exhale, down to heart center, forward fold. Good. Releasing your hands all the way to the mat, which might mean bending your knees. That's just fine. Stepping the right foot back, then the left. You can come to your knees here as well. Shift your weight forward. Slow release down. Inhale to your upward dog. Exhale to down dog. Good. Right heel goes up to the ceiling. On your exhale, shifting your weight forward, right knee towards the right wrist, coming down to your pigeon. We're going to stay here for a minute, so if you need a block to support, feel free. If you want to go back to that shin box position for your hip opener, that is just fine as well. Take the variation that works for you. What I'm going to ask you to do here, you can always find something to prop your notebook up on as well, is identify some areas of stuck energy or procrastination, things that you have felt holding you back, like when you get that lump in your throat when you're asked to do an assignment of some kind. Find those moments, identify it, identify the thing, the emotional response, and the physical response. Okay, go ahead and hit it. Continue that slow, controlled breathing. Good. And as you find yourself identifying some of these things, it might be a little uncomfortable. That's okay. This is your personal practice. This is your personal journal. This is for you, okay? But we can't start to tackle things if we don't identify them first. Some of the best plans come from knowing what the goal is. Okay, so slowly shifting your weight up. Turn your back toe over. Knee comes off the ground. Right leg comes back. Pressing to your downward dog. Go ahead and pedal out the feet here. That was a long time to be in a half pigeon, so if you want to take a few hip circles on the right side, go ahead and get that in. From your downward dog, left heel comes up to the ceiling, left knee to left wrist, coming down to find your pigeon on the other side. Again, using a block here if you'd like some additional support. You can always bring your notebook up. And what we're going to dive into now that we've identified areas of emotional responses, stuck energies, some of that gritty work, we're going to identify areas of gratitude. So I'd like you to pick 3 things that you are so grateful for, and it can be huge, amazing things. It can be those little moments. So you had a graduation or went to a wedding or something, big major life events to be grateful for, or that morning cup of coffee that just gets you started on the right foot. It could be walking your dog. So take a little inventory. I want you to identify 3 things. Go ahead and hit it. Let your pen hit the paper. What's making you smile this week? And then dig a little deeper. Why is this thing making you happy? Why is it so important to you? Who is that person that's having a positive influence? And if you have more than 3 things that you're grateful for, go ahead and throw them in there. Okay, take a few seconds to start wrapping that up. Turning the back toes under, lifting up the knee, shifting your weight forward, left leg goes back, pressing back to your downward dog. Pedal out the feet. On the left side, taking a few hip circles. And setting back down. Inhale, lifting up the heels. On your exhale, bending knees to belly, tiptoe or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up. Hands meet at prayer, coming down to heart center. Fold all the way to the floor. Hands meet the mat, slight bend in the knees. Stepping one foot back, then the other. Shift your weight forward to find your high plank. Release down to low plank. Inhale to your upward dog. From here, coming back just to your tabletop position, and then pressing back to a child's pose. Good. On your next exhale, coming back up, sweep the legs around. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Check in with your body, see how different that feels from the first one that we did. Big inhale here. On your exhale, sit them nice and tall, rib cage over the hips. Right foot to the outside of the left leg. Left arm comes across. You can either hook that knee and stay here, or you can bring your left elbow all the way to the outside of the right leg and rotate. Taking your spinal twist here. Okay, big inhale. On your exhale, release. Right foot comes out in front. Left foot to the outside of the right leg. Or you can stay with this hook here, or you can bring right elbow to the outside of the left leg, looking over your left shoulder. Good work. Big inhale. On your exhale, release. Coming back to a seated position. So you likely had your favorite foot in the front the last time we did a cross-legged position. We're going to switch it this time. Coming to your seated position. And our last point of focus here, for the next few days, I want you to think about an upcoming challenge and an upcoming win. Okay? We're going to bring these things into existence. You may know that you're going to have a tight schedule the next few days, or something is coming up as a potential obstacle. What I want you to do is go beyond that. Instead of the hard wall of, oh, this challenge, this obstacle is going to stop me from having a good week, I want you to go beyond it. What's the win that comes out of that? And let's say it feels too big, okay? I want you to identify 3 smaller wins around it, okay? So maybe it's a challenging day, but you got there early to tackle it. You got some additional praise that you weren't expecting. You were able to reach out to somebody and they were able to help you. So what's the win around the challenge? Okay, we'll start there. Go ahead, start brainstorming. I know this is where the personal growth happens. So if it's feeling a little bit uncomfortable to tap into this, know that you're not alone. What we want to do here is get past those moments of discomfort around a challenge and tap into that feeling of the win. Okay, so we're going to shift our mindset around when things are difficult. Where is the win that comes with this? That's where the magic happens. That's where the personal growth is going to just. Take a few seconds just to wrap that up. Start to set your notebook aside. Coming back to your seated position, leaning up against the spine, nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. Let your eyes fall closed. Inhale through the nose, exhale, ha, sigh it out. Good control. Inhale through the nose, filling the lungs. Exhale, ha, sigh it out. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale, ha, sigh it out. Good. Last thing I'm going to ask you to write down and take just a minute. Check in with your body. How do you feel now after taking a few moments to get things on paper? Go ahead and write it out. Take your time. Start wrapping that up. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up. Exhale, let your hands meet at prayer. And down, releasing just between the eyebrows. Wisdom and intellect. Down to the lips. Encourage kind and loving words. And down to heart center. Forgiving and receiving without fear. Thank you so much for joining me today. Use this as frequently as you would like, as speaks to you. Identify those wins. The greatness in me recognizes the greatness in you.